Yes, absolutely the best, absolutely the greatest, absolutely the most profound, absolutely the most spectacular right now, because you absolutely indeed are so. Message and communication is for my dear friend just perfect. You know, this is important that I communicate this, because this is extremely important. Your ideas I'm completely aligned with. The only thing that we got to keep in mind is that my experience from 2016 to right now, I have attended a substantial amount of workshops. I've invested quite a bit of money, and what I do find, what my experience here is, especially in certain countries, is that people promise the sun, moon, and the stars. Now, note, they promise the sun, moon, and the stars. And when it comes time to actually fulfill the promise, they even fail to deliver the earth. Now, there is a metaphor here, is that the thing is, you know, there's a motto in life that we have to adhere to. Under promise and over deliver. Under promise and over deliver. Because what happens is, every time we set up an expectation, or we set up some expectations, the law of expectations gets aligned. People start expecting certain things. Now, when they start expecting certain things, we have to exceed their expectations. Only then and then are we going to establish and enhance credibility, because that indeed is the primary objective. And this is where most people fail to deliver. In fact, forget what they promised. They just fail to deliver. Most of the time, they are only delivering disasters. And thus, it is important that when we are communicating to XYZ clients, etc., whatever, and we tell them, hey, you know, this is what we can do, etc., 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 we got to keep in mind that there are expectations that are set up in their perception. Now, once the expectations are set up in their perception, we have to exceed those perceptions, or we have to exceed their expectations. And thus, our credibility is completely goes and touches the sky, because that is what our primary objective is, to enhance credibility. When our credibility is enhanced, through word of mouth, people are going to say, hey, this brand is the best, and they are completely exceptional right now, because that is what is as true as we see the sun rise from the east. So contemplate on what I'm communicating here, because this is extremely, extremely imperative. This is something that is non-negotiable, right? I believe that we have to operate with certain principles in life, and integrity, ethics is extremely important. The money will flow for sure. I'm pretty certain about that. It's just that the brand image, establishing the brand image, is completely of utmost importance right now, because that is what one of the primary objectives indeed is. So make it a pleasant and a phenomenal, and of course, you fill in the blanks, because remember, you always deserve the best.